So thank you all. It's a wonderful introduction that Professor Lorenzo gave, and I just wish to truly express my thanks to Professor Girlandino and all his colleagues here for the tremendous hospitality they've shown to our colleagues and to my colleagues and to me. So I'd like to tell you about our studies in preterm birth and how we think about getting to mechanisms of solving this huge problem. I'm not going to go through everything that Dr. Lorenzo did because he did a beautiful job with the overview of this situation, but just to highlight this again, preterm birth, meaning birth at less than 37 weeks of completed gestation, is a major public health concern everywhere, whether you're in Italy, in the United States, in Asia, or in Africa. In the United States, about 10% of births occur preterm. In some countries, it's up to 20%. 4 million deaths occur in the first month of life worldwide. Preterm birth is the single leading cause. And now it's the single leading cause of deaths in all children under 5 years old because we've made more progress in solving problems related to other illnesses, particularly infection, diarrhea, pneumonia, than we have in solving this problem. Now, no generally effective interventions currently exist. One measure I like to use to convey the overall importance of preterm birth, because often I don't speak to obstetricians or pediatricians, is something called a worldwide disability adjusted life year. And that's shown in this bottom panel. Worldwide disability adjusted life years are years of lost life or impaired life due to certain problems. And you can see that perinatal disorders outweigh things that we think of common adult disorders like diabetes, HIV, cerebrovascular disease, heart disease, almost 2 to 1, and the main cause of perinatal problems is preterm birth. What we know is that if we make a small difference in this area, we will have huge effects because this affects individuals at the very earliest point in their life and then throughout their life, as we've heard about with the complications. Even more importantly, now we know if you're born small, either because you're born intrauterine growth restricted or because you're born early, you have a much higher incidence of obesity, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes as adults. This is the Barker hypothesis, and it's been proven over and over again now. So we will make impact beyond even what we think of as the acute problems related to prematurity if we're able to solve this issue. It's not that it's not known that this has been a problem, but as we've heard, this is a very complex situation. Many factors lead to preterm birth, and this is a simplistic slide, but genetics, infection, inflammation, stress, socioeconomic influences, health behaviors, nutrition, all alter a woman's risk for preterm birth. The problem is you can't just study one of these and understand a woman's risk. All these factors affect every pregnancy, every time, and every woman. I'm going to talk about genetics today, not because I think genetics is the only factor. I do think it's an important factor, but because it can lead us into insights in how all of these other areas influence their effects on pregnancy outcomes. It will tell us the pathways by which stress,